Alright guys, let me just move you over here a bit. I'm taking a different approach to holding this camera because I've done this intro about 5 times now, my arm is aching, and I'm interrupted again by another car coming. I'm just going to let this intro play through because that would be the 6th time I've tried to intro this video. But anyway, I'm taking a different route of recording. You're sat on my car right now, I can use both my hands. But anyway, as you can already tell by the title of this video, we are doing a DIY on the cheap side skirt splitter install. I'm getting interrupted by another car. I really need to find a different place to do these videos. That was the same car. I think he's doing it on purpose. But yeah, anyway, as you can already tell by this video, we are doing the side skirt splitter install DIY on the cheap. And I mean on the cheap. I didn't spend any more than, I think I spent £16? No, £18. Because the actual material that I'm using, which by the way is PVC trimming, if you wanted to know. I will have all the materials that I'm using in the description if you want to go have a look at that. But yeah, it's PVC trimming. It cost me £6 for each side, so for each strip that I've got it cost me £6, which is £12, and then it was like £6. Yeah, I think it was £6 for the black spray paint that I'm going to be using, and the gold tape that I'm also going to be using, which you'll see in the video. I already had that from ages ago, from when I did the stripes and the gold stripes on the side of my car, which I didn't do a video on, but you will get to see that pretty soon in my next video. Wait for that. But anyway, yeah, let's get into this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button. It's muchly appreciated. Hit that bell notification as well, right next to the subscribe button, so you're notified when I'm live. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, I'm not quite sure if I'm in the frame at the minute. No, I don't think my head is. Oh, hold on, let me just aim you up a little bit. Right, so guys, basically, I forgot to mention you will also need self-tapping screws, which is pretty obvious. But first thing you want to do is you want to measure up your PVC up to the car. You want to measure it up. You need to cut it to length. I'll do that quickly right now, and then we'll get to the next process, which is obviously sanding it down a little bit, giving it a little bit of a rough surface, spray painting it, and then attaching it to the car. So what we'll do right now is measure it up, cut it down, and get to the sanding part. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've measured it up. We've got the line right there. What we've got to do is take it over to the shed and cut it. Alright guys, so as you can see, we've got it all solid. I'm going to try cut through this as neatly as possible. It's going to be hard with all this weight bouncing around on the end, but we'll try. We'll do it best as we can. Right, well, okay, that was easier than thought. I thought it was going to take me longer than that, but as you can see, if we get up close, I followed the black line all the way across in a nice straight line. Try to do it as straight as you can. So what we'll do is we will sand down these rough edges while when I sand down the whole piece to be able to spray it. So that's what we'll get to doing right now. We'll get to sanding and spraying. Alright guys, actually, before we get to the sanding and the spraying part, I thought it would have been a smart idea to do the other side as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure up the other side, cut the other side to length, and then we'll get to the sanding and the spraying. So then we can do them both simultaneously. So I'll go do that quickly, and then we'll get to the sanding and the spraying. Alright, so guys, we have got both sides cut to length. They are, I've gone out to the car and measured them up. Why is the camera fallen? The camera hasn't fallen, it's just my head has been cut off. But yeah, anyway, we've got both the both sides measured, cut to shape, perfect length. You will get, when you buy this stuff, you will get a plastic protector over the top. We're going to be ruining the surface anyway to paint it. So yeah, you just, and then I'm going to get these out of the way because they are just in the way at the minute. And what you want to do is, all I've got is some 800p wet and sand paper. I'm not going to use any water. I'm just going to use it like this because you don't want to ruin the surface. You still want it to be smooth. You just try to rough it up so the paint sticks to it, and then obviously clean up the edges that you've cut. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Another thing to quickly mention, you do not want to try and sand on this stuff too hard because it wears away really quickly. I mean, this edge, I only sanded it for about 2 seconds and it's rounded the edge already. It's not a drastic thing right there because that's obviously going to be at the back where no one's going to see it, but just a little point. Alright guys, so with these both now being sanded right down, what you want to then do is obviously clean the surface. Anyone that paints anything should already know that you have to prep the surface before you do any painting. It's the same process with this. I've obviously just sanded it, so you want to clean it up, make sure the surface is ready to paint. So that's what I'll do now, and then we'll get to the painting side of things. Alright, so guys, you'll have to put up with my temporary paint booth. Obviously I didn't want to get paint everywhere. You should probably think about that as well if you're doing this. But I just thought I'd quickly show you the paint that I'm using. It's called Simonese? Simonese? Whatever that says. Simon is. But anyway, I didn't see that bit. I saw the tough paint, quick drying, durable and chip resistant, which obviously with this going on side skirts is what you need. It says no primer required, hard wearing, super smooth finish, and it's a gloss black. So yeah, that's all I saw. Didn't really care about the make. Just a little thing to go off of obviously what paint I'm using. We're now going to get down and spray that, and hopefully it comes out fairly good. We'll see. Anyway, let's get to it. Alright guys, so obviously once you've had that first little layer on, you don't want to spray it on too thick, your first layer. You just want it to be patchy, exactly like it is now. Get it to a tacky state. Let it dry a little bit more, and then you want to spray on your second coat. You want to go a little bit thicker on your second coat. Try and make sure you can't see the white anymore, and then obviously you just want to carry on with however many coats you want to do. It's up to you. I'm probably going to do about 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. I should have said I'm definitely going to do 3 coats. We're going to maybe do 4 or 5, so we'll see how it turns out. Alright guys, so we are on the very last coat. I've risen the PVC trimmings up a little bit so we can get all around the edges, and then we should be prepared to put them on the car once they're dry, obviously. Right, now we just wait for that to dry. make sure it's completely dry, and then we'll go out to the car. Alright guys, so you may have noticed I put a jumper on. It's a little bit later on in the day, obviously with the times of the drying of the DIY side skirts, but we're back out of the car, everything's all dried up. I've got the screws. Now I want to tell you guys what screws I got, because I had a little bit of a problem with explaining to people what screws I got for the spoiler risers. Basically, these screws, right, I've got 6 screws per side. I've got 3 that are, I don't know the spec of them, that's the only thing, because these were just random ones that I thought were going to fit. So I've got 3 that are a little bit thicker and have a little bit of a bigger head on for obviously each end, and 1 in the middle. And then I've got another 3 which are a little bit, I just dropped it, which are a little bit thinner, same size head but a little bit thinner, to go in the middle of each screw. So there's going to be 6 screws per side, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up on the tripod. We're going to get a time lapse of me installing them, and then I'm going to go through and point out where I screwed it in, where I lined it up to, and all the things like that, just so you guys know whereabouts to line it up. And if I mess it up, I won't show you that bit, because you'll have to do it yourself. But anyway, what I'm going to do is set you up on tripod. We'll get to installing them, and then we'll get to see what they look like after they're installed. So let's do that. Alright, so guys, as you can see, we've got this one attached. It looks pretty sick, to be honest. Only problem I've got is where I've left, where there's like a little bit of a hangover. So I've got to try and get a fine saw in there and cut that off, hopefully without ruining the edge of the finish, if you know what I mean, without ruining the edge of the side skirt. But yeah, it's on there pretty solid. I mean, it looks pretty darn good if you ask me. I'll quickly show you where I put the screws. Ooh, here we go, we've got a noisy car coming. We'll wait for that to pass. Bloody Astra. Noisy thing. But yeah, basically I got one up here, as you can see, and then I got a littler one here, then I got a big one right in the middle, and then we got another little one right here, if you can see it. Oh, I've lost the view of the camera. What I tried to do is try to line them up with whatever these bits are on the side skirt up here, and then obviously I got another big one, another big screw right at the end here. So yeah, it's holding up pretty good. It's holding up pretty good, but what I tried to do is line the screws up with whatever these bits are. These are obviously where the screws are to hold the actual side skirt on. There's a thicker bit of plastic there, so that's what I wanted to drill into. So yeah, that's what I tried to do all the way down. As you can see, they look pretty good. They're on there pretty solid. They are looking pretty darn good. Pretty darn good if you ask me. Guys, it's done, and I cannot express how happy I am with the way these turned out. They look like I've just bought them from a shop and they were meant to be there, really. So basically, I'll give you a little walk around right now, and then I think we'll end the video. Here we go. Guys, I'm going to step down the curb because I fit in frame a little bit better. But I hope this video wasn't too long. I mean, I haven't edited it yet, obviously. I hope it's not going to be too long. It's just been a nice little DIY on the cheap video. Like I said, that's what most of the things are on my channel. I'm more of a more practical do-it-yourself guy anyway, so that's why I enjoy doing these sort of things. And I'm saving money. What can be better than that? But anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you did enjoy it. Like I said, hope it helped a few of you guys out. Here comes another car. This is like the deadest road around my estate, and it's been the busiest road around my estate today. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you did enjoy it. Stay tuned for my next video. I mean, I'm going to record it in the same day as today. I'm waiting for it to get a little bit darker. Just a little bit of a hint there. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell next to it, and also like the video. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Peace out.